How would you plan to increase community involvement in the future of the town of Wilton?
That is something that I have focused on in my 2+ months now on the Board of Selectmen. We have had opportunities to increase involvement in our activities. On the CFO search committee and on the town administrator search committee, we were told that they didn't meet requirements for actual notices and minutes of meetings. That's just wrong way to proceed. I suggested when that was announced that we should open these meetings to the people and make sure the people know what's going on. There hasn't been a notice about any of those meetings for these two important positions in town. I also think we need to get other boards and committees in town to get away from the veil of Zoom. Zoom, I don't think, is an effective way to hear what the community desires from our various committees, boards, and other committees. It's important that we open up our committee discussions to in-person meetings. I think most people know the importance of at least one committee in town that is only being conducted by Zoom. I think the important issues that are being addressed by our committees need to be held in public, and that gives the public an opportunity to appear before those meetings so that the committee members themselves can hear and understand what the people in town are thinking and what their views are in a face-to-face format.
Mr. Moore?
Yeah, it's a great question. You know, it's great to see this many people here because actually just getting people to vote is very difficult, as you all probably know. I mean, in our municipal elections, I think last time it was like 15% showed up. So if we take a look at all these issues we're talking about that are very important, if you all are here to hear our views, to vote, and you talk to people, go out everywhere, but then people don't vote. And so what happens is the decisions are made by a small group of people, not necessarily the people who are most passionate or the largest group. So I think we need to do a better job at outreach. There's a lot of different ways to do that. I think more communication with the town, something like quarterly town halls or annual town halls, something to help try to increase engagement. I think communication from the town can be improved quite significantly. I think some of the upgrades to the websites, the website is very clunky, it's very difficult to use. We're all on our phones all the time. We have an app for everything else. There's town apps. The town of Rye has an app that they use. They're low cost. They're great. All the tools, all the communication, and all the things in one place. There's a lot of different things you can do. I do agree with Zoom, although I do believe that the Zoom should be an option for people because many people, especially younger people or younger with families, things they simply can't just leave and join a meeting at 7 o'clock, but they may be able to join Zoom. I do believe it's important to have the in-person meetings, but have a Zoom option available for people to participate and provide their comments. I think the town does a lot of great things with the Chamber of Commerce and all the things that are done in Town Center, the Farmers Market, all those things to bring people together. I love walking my dog on the weekends by Rise. Everybody goes to Rise Donuts, walks their dogs. I mean, it's amazing to see all the kids out there. It's great. The more things we can do like that to bring people together, and hopefully we can all talk to people and get them involved, because as you all obviously know, because you're here, it's very important and it does result in change.
Mr. Kafka?
So I like using email communication. I've seen some more communications from the first selectman on different topics, just updates on various things going on around the town. And I think those have been good updates. I think some of the updates that come over email look a little formal, a little stiff, and maybe not the most enticing to open up. So maybe we can find some happy medium of email communication that looks inviting and gives individuals an idea of what are the topics that are being discussed, where can they give their input, how can they give their input. Other ways I can think of, perhaps promoting these decisions, perhaps promoting elections, promoting meetings through different affinity groups within the town is effective. I know on Monday that the PTAs, the school PTAs, are having a forum at Middlebrook, and I think it's fantastic that within their organization, they recognize the importance of the election and are organizing that event. And I can imagine that there may be other large organizations, maybe sports-related or religiously affiliated, that also could be perhaps good venues to advertise the events, to encourage members to come out and become more civically involved. The other, very basic things, we obviously see the electronic signs on River Road and electronic signs on Route 7. Maybe more of that can go up, again, to remind people that an annual town meeting is going on. And lastly, on Zoom, I would concur that I think all boards should meet in person, but there should obviously be a Zoom option, and a Zoom option where the audio is clear. So I'll leave it at that.
Any other comment on that? Yes, go ahead.
One way of increasing participation or getting a better sense of what the community is thinking, I think, would be to invite people to focus groups. Open up a meeting date, send a notice out, come to 31 Comstock, and just sit down and talk to people about what's on their mind. I think you see focus groups in business, you see focus groups. I know my daughter-in-law is in the pasta business, and they do focus groups on products. And I think it is an effective way to find out what is on a person's mind and a community mind, and therefore help us focus more just on what is needed within the community.